This is something that they've tended to do. They change how they calculate things. They change, like, they're like, oh, this is in CPI. It's like, well, we don't want
CPI,
this in there to make the numbers better. Let's just rip it right out.
yeah. It's not showing me the data that I want, so change the equation really quickly.
Exactly. Let's just make 2 + 2 = 5 because that's what
no
we
big
want.
deal. Yeah, 1 + 1 is window. Everyone knows that. Come on now.
Exactly. Come on.
But the GDP, so FOMC, we have the meeting. It's volatile as hell. At 2 o'clock hits, the market does one of those like for 5 minutes. Then picks a direction based on what Fed Powell says. The next day is the negative GDP data. All right, cool. And then on top of all that, the craziest week we've probably seen in the last few months, we then have earnings. Every single day next week, we have a catalyst based off of Amazon or Apple. What are the earnings that are coming out this week?
So we have Monday's a little bit relaxed. Tuesday before open is UPS, Coca-Cola, General Motors, General Electric,
Like
McDonald's,
Elon said, put the Coke back in Coke, baby.
Yep. Then after close Tuesday, Google, Microsoft, Visa, Chipotle, Texas Instruments, Boyd Gaming. Before open Wednesday, Shopify, Boeing, Spotify, Walmart, Sherwin-Williams. After close, Facebook, Ford, Qualcomm, Teladoc, Etsy, ServiceNow. Thursday's crazy too. Tilray, they've got some news potentially coming up soon too. Pfizer, Valero, Southwest, MasterCard. After close, this is going to be a Thursday after close is going to be huge.
And the reason why, before you get to the earnings, Thursday, we're also going to realize if we're in a recession or not. So this could also be very bullish for some of the classic companies that usually get bullish when things are bad. But now hit it with the earnings on Thursday afternoon.
Apple, Amazon, Roku, Intel. So Apple and Amazon are reporting Thursday after close too.
This is going to be crazy.
This is going
to be nuts. And this is just like short term, the next 5 days. How in regards to market volatility, you know what? And that's interesting. That might be the play this week.
VIX,
UVXY, VIX. Like we might just see some
TLT
ways
might be a good one too, as people
keep an eye on
run with
that.
safety potentially.
Yeah, you never know, right? Well, it can go either way. People can either pull from it, like even playing strangles on TLT, maybe that might be a play because people might either be pulling up or running to it. Yeah, so crazy jam-packed week we have ahead of us this week. Is there anything you're gonna be keeping an eye on for specifically in regards to like getting into Monday?
Yeah, I want to see how the companies that reported earnings last week are going to continue. So mainly Netflix and Tesla. I want to see how they're going to continue to move. I also want to see what's going to go on with the chip makers because some of them are right around some pretty key levels. AMD's gone on a nice little mission. Nvidia's looked pretty good, even if you like look at what happened on Friday with all of those. They're still in relatively good spots comparatively to 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So they could still have a little bit of juice on them to the upside.
Okay.
They could. If the market's going to come up and we see positive earnings in the beginning of the week and the market just decides to put like little blinders on because we have just kind of trying to block out the rate hikes and GDP numbers coming out at the end of the week. I mean, it's possible that we see a little break of 400, a little run before we come back down.
And the overall sentiment is that everything is, at least for the short term, bullish, right? Now, we've been in a bearish run for a long period of time here, so everyone's kind of like, they're not quite trusting the market yet. They don't fully feel like it's there.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't feel right. That's kind of how it feels. It feels like something like it just feels a little off. Like when you see, like there were 2 days this week, or I think it was either 1 or 2 days last week where the market just goes, it just
that's it.
And you're just like, all right,
here
it goes.
And it like on Friday when it pulled back dramatically, everyone was kind of like, finally, like we knew something was going to come back. But for a long period of time, the days leading up to that, it was just ripping nonstop. Early morning dip and then higher highs into the afternoon, 3-4 days in a row. Okay, so let's end off really quickly with what was one of your favorite plays from last week?
Had to be Tesla Friday, dude. It had to be Tesla on Friday with the Invictus test. I've been hitting a couple of those good ones. Tesla was a solid one. I hit some Netflix with
So wait, this is Tesla right here, and this is on the 5-minute from Friday. What did you play?
I had some 825 puts right as you start to come down below the 48 EMA before the cross.
right as you come down to
below the 40
oh,
EMA before the cross.
so you got in right here.
The big candle. Yeah, right around there.
All right, all right, all right. And then
Played it down to
oh,
almost the 200 EMA. That was the target, and then ditched it for like 91%. That was
it's
a
a
good one.
13%. It's $13, $14 move. Yep, yep.
Yeah, that was
Anytime
big.
anytime the amount of dollars that you're seeing is typically at or above the at the money calls or puts, you know it's a good play, especially on a Friday on a daily. Those things are probably cheap as hell, and if to go up that much is ridiculous.
Yeah,
That was decent. Okay, and oh, getting in that early.
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah, how did you get in that early? How'd you figure that shit out?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
It's to be determined.
I think it's a beta.
I think it's a beta too.
I think it's a beta. Yeah, I like that a lot. And me personally, the one that I loved at the
Oh,
end
I
of
like
last
this one.
week, yeah, and this one was, it was a play that was actually called out from Thursday, and it was an NVIDIA put. It was called up from Thursday, and I saw that although it was called up from Thursday, you know, we had a little bit of a run here at the end of the day, so I just rolled out my puts to the following Friday, and you know, those were up, and they were up a lot more even after I left. They went up over 100%, but they were up
Woo!
early, early in the morning. I mean, the first 25 to 35 minutes, I was looking at it like this thing could be up triple digits in a stupid amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. Again, getting in early. Beta.
Play those crosses,
Beta.
people. We got some
Exactly.
stuff coming for you.
Yeah. So, guys, really quickly, I would want to say, you know, if you guys are iffy about the market this week, feel free to just chill, relax. You don't have to get into the market and go crazy with trading this week because it's going to be a crazy one. There'll be a lot of learning. I think there's a lot of great experiences for people to kind of just take in this week ahead of us. And if you guys are, of course, trading, just play it safely, play responsibly. STV, if you could pick one thing that people can do with their trades this week, what would you say?
More time. Make sure you're managing risk well. It's gonna. I think everything's gonna chop around a whole lot. You're gonna see big volatile moves. You're gonna see it pivot really quickly. You got to really be nimble. I think this week.
When you say more time, what do you mean by that?
More time to expiration on the contracts.
Okay. Sick. Perfect. I think that, yeah, that'll give people a little bit of cushion. So when things move, they're not going to see them move as quickly. And
Yeah,
for
a
those
little
of you
bit
guys
more
that are,
wiggle room.
yeah, exactly. For those of you guys that are, you know, feel more comfortable in the market, you've been there for a while. Of course, you don't have to add more time, but just understand that you are adding a little bit more risk when you have those dailies or those, you know, next day kind of contracts. Be very careful. Wednesday, 2 p.m. people, Wednesday at 1:30 to 2:30. Be careful because the market's going to be as volatile as ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be nuts. But yeah, I think that's what we got for you guys right now.
Yep.
So guys, if you guys have not yet, guys, of course, feel free. I guess this is going to be on your channel. So you ended off. I forgot.
All right, let's see. So everybody, make sure you guys go hit that like button down below. Subscribe for more videos like this. Go follow TMI over there.
And
this
then,
guy right here.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe to this guy's channel right here. Plus, also, guys, feel free to click the link in the description. That's going to be trade1348.com/STV. I just realized that it's not going to be /TMI.
And then you got to click trade1348.com/TMI over here too.
Right.
If you're on the other side.
So if you're watching this part right here, this is probably the end of my video, but then don't forget the part 2 of this video is going to be on his channel. So feel free to go to his channel over there. And if you already see on his channel, you're watching part 2, you either already saw part 1 or you fucked up and you should go watch part 1. But
then
either
you got to
way,
go back.
Exactly. Right. And then come back here again. Exactly. All right, guys, have a great weekend and good luck in the markets on Monday.
Good luck, people.